Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. I'm just gonna go pretty much straightforward on this trade today. We took on the VIP, and what happened? How I was able to spot. First of all, when the New York session started, how I was able to spot this entry, what I was expecting, and the decision I took. So, well, first of all, let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go back to the 1 hour. So, market is pretty much bearish. Like from here, from this perspective, you see every time the market is breaking structures to the downside, breaking structures. So, as a matter of fact, today is the 7th, right? So yesterday, the market, and this was actually at around 8 and 9 p.m. when the market created a new low. So market is still bearish. It's still showing bearish signs after breaking this previous low right here. Okay, so it broke it, started kind of like pushing up during Asian session a little bit. So I was expecting, I had different zones right here. On a 1 hour, well, I had actually on a 2 hour, I think it was. No, it wasn't 1 hour. Right here, I was just watching this area. I was just watching an area right here. This was my POI, just in case the market will show something in there. I know I have this one on top. This one, it makes more sense because look at how clean this drop was, how aggressive the sell was. Look at all the imbalance right now, and that looks like it's aiming for it. So far, I really love this one at the top, and I will explain you why I think it's gonna be reacting on that one. Okay, so I was then going on a 15-minute, and I was like in my zone right here. At this point, I was seeing on 5-minute as well. I was seeing that the market was stopped here for a reason. This was the drop actually created at 8 p.m. This was last night when it was dropping like very drastically. I don't know what happened at this hour during Asian session, but something big had to happen that it created this huge drop right there. So after dropping, the price started pushing up, creating a bearish flag, but then started just continue pushing back up, getting back on top of this resistance, this support and resistance. So it did this like double bottom, boom, before it started pushing. You see that aggressive buy right there. Nice aggressive buy. That's my order block right there. A little imbalance. I have a little imbalance right there. And now this blue zone, this is where I normally start trading. Okay, these are my trading hours normally. So I kind of wanted to see when I went on a 15-minute, when I was on a 15-minute right here, and I was seeing this consolidation. By the time I was jumping in on the chart, the market had not broken to the downside. But I was thinking or waiting for the market to actually go up, touch this order block to then continue to the downside. I was expecting kind of like the market breaking this previous lows that did yesterday. But you see, it failed to go up and instead actually went down a little bit. And that's when I understood. When I saw that aggressive sell right there, I was saying, telling my students, and I will show you, hold on. I'll show you what I was telling them on the VIP. Let me come back here. Come back up here. It was an aggressive this. Right, this movement was very big. Not sure what it costed. What I was thinking at the moment is that perhaps it was a liquidity grab. Basically, the market just dropped. They sold right quick before actually pushing up. So these early buyers right here, their stop losses were taking out. Boom, they were taking out. Most likely also inducing sellers to kind of like get into the sell and hold it. But the price, people who are not understanding order blocks, they didn't see what was happening right here at the bottom. So the market was right there touching that order block. Plus also we had today a report and the Feds were talking, but I was actually not paying much attention to that. I was just at the moment, by the time the market was like that, was dropping, that's when I saw the movement, and okay, I was thinking, right, so I'm gonna check, I'm gonna make a position on this order block, I'm gonna make my buy, I know I have also a little imbalance right there. That's a nice aggressive movement, which is what I'm looking for. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I will go on a short buy. I don't want to hold it for too long. If I would have held it, I mean, look at this huge push right there. That would have been a nice 1 to 18 risk to reward if I would have held it. But no, today I was just aiming for this POI zone, this order block on a 15-minute, right? Because I was thinking the market would touch and then drop. And that's what happened. Like after taking this, hitting the TP, after the price dropping and pushing, it was struggling right there. I was telling my students, guys, just get prepared just in case. It looks like it's also creating another order block right here. You see that aggressive buying? That's a nice push right there. So order block right there also, and the market did come back up, come back down. It came back down to that order block and reacted, also pushing to the upside. And from that point, the New York Stock Exchange opened, and then woof, it was already gone. It was a beautiful prediction on this one. And what happened after that is that the market was getting into the zone that I was looking for to actually go selling, right? So when it did reach this area, I was looking on a 1 minute. So I went on a 1 minute time frame. I made an aggressive sell, like this first entry that I made was right here, but the stop loss was actually here, somewhere above there, that zone. I was waiting for the market to show me more. So I saw that the market did this change of character. When the price get into my POI area, I saw the break of a structure to the upside, then drop. Now breaking this previous low right here, that's the change of character. Look what the market did. It pulled back to this order block that had created at that hour. So I made another sell. I made actually a second position on my sell. At that point, I moved this first entry I made aggressively. I placed a stop right here when the price was coming back down and breaking now this low. So I was jumping in on the second. I had two positions in this sell open. So market started dropping and dropping. I told my students, guys, just make sure to be taking partial profits on that sell. Price started swinging, consolidating, and started dropping and dropping, right? Nice drop by there at that point. So at this point, it's a risk-free trade, and I'm already on break-even. Just right there, when the market was right here, I had already taken several partial profits just in case, and then I moved my stops to break-even, and guess what happened? The market went all the way back up. But it's fine. This to me, even though it didn't reach the bottom, right, my final target, this to me, it's a successful trade. And it's even more successful that whenever, I don't care if it hits my stop, my break even right there, and it's getting me out of the two trades that I made. I don't care. I don't really care. That to me is a successful trade. This is why I'm still a profitable trader. Okay? Many people don't do this. Many people, they just leave their entries open and then they don't move it to break even. What they do is that either they move it on break even too early or maybe too late. So putting it on break even too early, it can make you actually get out of the trade. Like the price can definitely stop you out. You see what would happen here at this point? If the price, like right here, you see that reaction, the price dropped and reacted. You see what happened? If I would have put at that point right here, I would have placed my stops to break even. What the market did, the market went back down, stopping me out of break even, and then pushing up. You see? So it was still a little too early. I need to wait for the market to do its thing. I want the market to show me. The moment of putting this thing on break even was actually here. Once the market broke this high, that's the moment when we place these things on break even. We want to see a break of a structure. At least the first big break of a structure. Okay? It's kind of complicated for me to tell you this right now because, hey, the markets all the time, they move very different. Okay, it's not going to be like this all the time. Sometimes it will just touch and then bye-bye, like it will never pull back, but sometimes it's going to be very noisy depending on the day. So guys, it's up to you. You got to practice. The more you practice, as I mentioned, like, it doesn't matter what I tell you right now. Don't take my word for it. You have to practice. You need to backtest. You need to practice. You need to go on the charts, go freely on the charts, and just start trading. And so what happened? Okay, at that point, break even, right? When the price breaks this high, that's when you decide then, okay, the broke. That's the first sign the market definitely wants to go up. Another second strongly sign. The price pulled back to the order block on a 5-minute, and then at that point, right, it never hit the break even. Price starts pushing up, right? You can decide. It's up to you. You can put it here on break even, or you can just wait for the market to reach halfway. Your target. Where is halfway? This is halfway, right? Once the price hits that zone, that's when you're going to put it on break even. It's up to you, but I'm just showing you and explaining you the things you can do, the type of plan that you can have. This is part of your trading plan. It has to be part of your trading plan. So as I mentioned, on this drop right here, I didn't want it to risk. I was just watching on a 1-minute, and I was seeing a structure after a structure being broken. I saw the market drop and broke this structure. Beautiful. Then pull back, boom, and it broke another structure. At this point, this second structure breaking, that's it. In this zone, this is when I was actually going on break even. I saw another breakout. Oh, that's it, maybe. This thing will most likely continue to the downside. And I say most likely. I'm not saying it will. Okay? So more often than not, like I know for sure, this is something that I have also, like I tell you, I backtested this a lot. And I know this. If the market starts going in my direction, I know that every time the market reacts nicely to an order block, and as soon as it starts breaking structures to the downside, and I put it on break even, I know that for sure, if the price is going to stop me out on break even, most likely it means that it will continue just like pushing up. It will continue just pushing up. And if I don't place my stops on break even, I most likely will lose the trades. So I just make sure to take partial profits. So I mentioned this is already a successful trade. It was a successful trade. So I hope it makes sense, guys, right here. Now, what is going on? What is happening at this point? After I got stopped out on break even, I just stopped trading. I was not watching anything else. I was watching previous zones right there, but I was not. I was telling my students that, hey, it's a nice day already, so I'm gonna take a cup of coffee and I'm just gonna relax. So at the moment, guys, look at this. Understand structure right now. And I'm going to give you this tip again here, just for free. Price, what is the price doing? The price has a big push and a pullback. Big push, right? That push breaks this low, right? So that's a big push and a pullback. Big push, this push breaks this low, okay? That's what it counts as a push, continuation, right? So we got another pullback. Another big push. We can say that perhaps the push was right here, maybe, and then a little pullback. Or you want to say you want to just cover that entire, because it was kind of choppy, indecisive. It's more little right there. Maybe you want to ignore this little BOS right there. You want to go all the way down here. So that entire push will count as it will come from here, pullback, push, pullback, push, pullback, and then push. You can count that entire push right there. Boom. Right? Then you have a pullback. Now, look at what's happening right here. And this is what also traders are failing, or they kind of like, they get confused whenever trading order blocks. What is happening here? This push, where is this push? Where is the end of this push? The end of this push is not just here. The end of the push is actually here. This is the end of the push. It's a lot noisier, more noisy, but the end of the push is right here. And the pullback is just happening. The pullback might actually reach this zone, touching the order block, and then creating another low, then creating another BOS. Okay? Right here, you might think, oh, but hold on. Okay, we have a BOS. Now it's changing. Now this is the change of character. Be careful, because you could fall, you can actually fall in this trap. You might think that this is the change of character right now. And yes, in a certain way, it does look like a change of character. As I mentioned, maybe you're measuring from there, and then this was the pullback, and then this is the drop, right? But no, in overall, the push that I'm counting is this. Hold on. I'm counting from here, from this leg, from the top to the bottom. That's the entire push, right? So the pullback is actually happening right now. Okay? You can use the Fibonacci from the high to the low. Oh, not TP, smart money. Right? And we are in a discount area. We are in a discount area. The market is still pushing up today. Is definitely, look at the stocks. Everything is green. So it's a green day for the markets. So still pushing up, right? It's a very important zone right here on a 1 hour. Okay, nice POI, order block right there, nice supply zone that we can watch. Okay, I'm not saying the market will exactly react in this point. The change of character will be happening once it breaks. Like if it breaks this high, then that's going to be the change of character. Then we have to wait for the market to then at some point perhaps pull back, right, to perhaps an order block to then go long. That could be the sign, like the price breaking this previous high right there. That's the sign that that perhaps the end of the drop, the end of this bearish movement has ended. It has come to an end. Sorry for my English. So guys, be aware of that and understand that the change of character will be happening above here. We're still in a pullback. The price is still pulling back. Okay, let me clean some of these things now. So price, it is actually just pulling back still from the bearish direction. And if you look on US30, is still the same. Okay, I was kind of expecting the market to do this, to react to this POI zone, to this order block right there, to react and then continuation to the downside to break and create another low, but it didn't do it. It's just going to the upside. So okay, that's cool. You want to continue pushing up? All right, it's breaking this structure. See a clear breakout of that structure, right? So what I'm expecting now is perhaps today during Asian session, I don't know, maybe do a little this, start consolidating, and tomorrow, boom, something like this. I'm expecting a continuation to the downside. Still expecting a continuation to the downside, to be honest. There is a lot of imbalance that needs to be covered right here. Not necessarily has to cover it, but we go to the weekly. I want to see what's going to happen there. Look at it's starting to react now. Look at the change of character on a weekly time frame. It did happen right here. This is the change of character. This is the last BOS. Change of character happened here. Price pulling back to an order block. This is a nice POI and order block. Look at the reaction we're having right now. So hey, this is telling me that perhaps the market wants to go up now. On a weekly, it's telling me that it wants to go up. It's reacting to that, to this zone. Right? Look at how the daily now is going to, in about an hour and 27 minutes. It's how it's going to be closing. So it's going to be closing most likely bullish engulfing. That's another potential sign that the market really wants to go up. If we go on Nasdaq as well, I'm pretty sure we're showing the same. Yeah, look at it's happening the same. So we have the change of character here. This was the last low, change of character, and now is reacting to this POI, to this order block right there. After this aggressive buy that it lasts for 4 weeks, the price was pushing up 4 weeks, and then now dropping 3. So is it gonna stop really right there? And now markets will do this, will start pushing up. We're gonna have to see that. But as I mentioned, it's in an area, like we really have to pay attention to this zone. Not necessarily means to sell right away. Be careful. There's a few things that we need to pay attention to in order to actually get into this sell. All right. If you want to actually understand a lot better how we're trading, I recommend you just going on my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. You'll find out that I'm offering a bundle. Right. That bundle comes with my course, a mentorship, and a VIP signal group for life. It's only a one-time payment, and that's it. You're part of the team, right? So you can also follow me on my free Telegram group. I also post information there daily. You can find my playlist on my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of playlists with a lot of strategies that they do work in case you want to just study and learn by yourself. You have a lot of content right there that you can study from. Okay, so just go ahead and check it out. If you're new on the channel, please subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. It motivates me to keep posting content for you guys more often. I know you like this type of videos, just so show some love. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.